Bondi Beach is supposed to mean sunlight, laughter, families, footsteps in sands, but December 16, it means funerals. There were moments when words feel small. That night is one of those moments. A place meant for celebration was turned into a crime scene. A festival of light was swallowed by the gunfire. Families gathered to celebrate Hanukkah, and instead they were met with terror. 15 lives gone, dozens injured, hundreds traumatized, and an entire nation sitting in silence, asking the same question we keep asking every time this happens anywhere in this world. Why? This was not a chaos. This was not an accident. This was hate, carefully carried into a crowd. And what breaks me the most is not the violence, but the familiarity of it, and the way we learn the rhythm of tragedy. Breaking news, police statements, flags at half-mast, thoughts and prayers. And then we scroll. But behind every number, there is a name, a family, a chair that will stay empty forever. Australia is not used to this. Bondi Beach is not used to this. This country made hard decisions decades ago to say never again. But yet, that night proves hatred does not need borders and it does not need permissions. And in the middle of this darkness, something else happened. A man ran towards danger, unarmed, unprotected. He disarmed a gunman with his bare hands, not because he was fearless, but because he refused to let more people to die. This is the part of humanity I refuse to let fade quietly. Because while hate showed its face that night, courage did that too. When evil arrived armed, bravery arrived empty-handed and still stood taller. To the Jewish community in Australia, this was not just an attack on a gathering. It was attack on their identity, faith and belonging. And to be clear, antisemitism is not a political failure. It is a moral failure. No celebrations deserves to end in blood. No child deserves to grow up afraid of who they are. No country ever learned to accept this as normal. That night, Australia mourned. Tomorrow, the world need to remember, and after that, we must do more than speak. Because empathy without action is just silence with better branding. Light candles for those who lost lives, hold space for those who are in hospital, and if there is one thing we owe them, it is this. We don't look away, we don't minimize, and we don't let hate become background noise. That was a dark day, but darkness is never permanent unless we allow it to be.